Good morning, you guys. I had to take Sandy to work this morning because her Subaru is in the shop being maintained, getting some minor things done that it needed to have done to it since she bought it, which you always have to do to any used car, especially one you're not familiar with yet. But I wanted to make this video about used cars and to say that if you are not typically the type of person that does routine, regular maintenance on your vehicle, or you're not a person that takes very good care of your vehicle typically, you really need to start doing so. Because I learned last night that brand new automobiles, all your American-made automobiles, Dodge, which is also Daimler, Chrysler, all of that, Ford and Chevy, all your automakers, their earnings this last third quarter is down 40%. 40% their earnings are down. They are scrambling to find vehicles to have on their lots. Now, when I drive around here and I go right by the brand new auto dealerships, they've only got about 30% on their lots. Believe that or not. Only 30% of what they typically have. And because their lots are so empty, they're spacing the cars 12 feet apart to make their lot look like there's more in the lot. That's how desperate they are for new vehicles. So a lot of your used dealers are buying up vehicles from private party and putting those used vehicles on their lots so they have inventory to sell. And people are hanging on to what they have. So if there was ever a time that you needed to take extra care of your vehicle and not neglect anything, and this is your brake pads, oil changes, transmission changes, serpentine belts, air filters, spark plugs, the list goes on and on. You do not want to neglect your vehicle at all anymore if you're that type of person. Now is the time to take exceptional care of your vehicle. Why? For multiple reasons. Two of the biggest reasons why you want to maintain your used car is because never before in history have used vehicles now go up in value. It used to be both used cars and brand new cars that once you bought them, they continue to depreciate and go down in value. This holds true for both new and used vehicles. Well, that's not the case anymore. Now a used vehicle is in higher demand and it's getting higher prices to where now, as you own and drive your vehicle, it's only going up in price. That has never happened before in the history of cars that I'm aware of. I have never in my lifetime heard of that. So this 2006 Sienna van that had 89,000 original miles on it because it was a one owner by an elderly gentleman, this van was sold to me for $7,000 3 years ago. This vehicle can now fetch $10,000, even though the mileage 3 years ago was 89,000 and this van now has 118,000 on it, because that is still considered very low mileage for a Toyota. That is in excellent condition. This van is in exceptional condition. I now can get $10,000 for this vehicle. Not that I would sell it and even get that. I don't care what it's worth. I'm keeping it. But I'm just giving you an example that your used vehicle now will get you more money than what you paid for it. Not only that, But because used vehicles are going through the roof, you don't want to be out there buying a used vehicle because they're going to have high mileage on them and they're going to be worth thousands of dollars more than what they were just 2 years ago. So you want to take care of what you got. Do not let anything on it go. You want to hand wash it. You want to keep it vacuumed out. You want to keep it clean and well maintained. Do not let your tires go bald. Do not run your brake pads down. Do the general maintenance on it. Take very good care of it. Drive it decent. Don't hot rod it, because your vehicle is going to be worth so much more if you take good care of it, and it's only going to go up in value. And you want it to last you if you're planning on keeping it, because you don't want to be going out there and buying something else, because like I said, you're going to be paying thousands more for the same vehicle than you would have just 2 years ago. There's all kinds of problems coming, you guys, because there's only so many used vehicles out there to be had. There's only so many of them, because if you remember during the Obama administration, when they did the cash for clunkers and they destroyed a lot of good cars that never needed to be crushed because they wanted to reduce the glutton of used vehicles in the inventory, because they want to push the electric vehicle, so they want to get all the gas combustible engines off the road. Well, here's another thing that people are going to start doing, and young kids that are going through a trade school and going for a mechanic's license, what they're doing now is they're doing vehicle conversions, where they're going from gas engines to electric engines. So that's even going to make them worth even more. So that's the best advice I could give you guys, because they're saying by the fourth quarter that the earnings could drop as much as 50% by the fourth quarter. It's getting worse and worse by the day. By the day. And a lot of these dealerships, I don't know how they're going to stay afloat, you guys. They're going to go out of business. If this goes on long enough, they're going to go out of business. We're gonna go into a transportation crisis is what's going to happen. Because once all the vehicles are bought up and owned, and for the ones that aren't being sold are still going to be owned by somebody, whether it be a dealer or a private party, you're not going to be able to get transportation. So keep that in mind, you guys. Take care of what you got and make it last as long as you can, because we're going into uncharted territory now. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.